Well, I guess I decided to go ahead and cut these. So really crooked, so it was really hard to cut. And you know, some places were thinner than others and stuff. So I think some of these will definitely be big enough for sure, but some of them might be a little thin, so we'll have to see. However, it actually does, it looks fairly good inside. So but I think my next mold, I'm gonna, instead of being 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, I'm gonna go 2 by 2, and then I'll maybe use a table saw rather than the bandsaw, because then I could probably, the blade won't shift as much. So anyway, so this is the outside edge, but that's going to be the inside edge. Okay, now there's some places where there's some voids in here, so I'm gonna have to, when I go through this, be very selective, and then that's the other way. So I'm probably only gonna get a couple pins out of this because of the voids in here. Now I probably can turn these on the lathe and then just use a heat gun and some of the turnings and melt them back in. I've seen that being done, so I might have to try that. But one thing I'm happy with, there's no red on the inside. Well, I guess there's a little spot there, but very, very, very little red. So, but actually, I think overall it actually isn't terrible, the marbling effect. So I'm pretty happy with that. So anyway, so I guess next thing I'll need to do is cut these to length, and then I'll drill the holes. And because glue really doesn't stick to this very well, I think my goal is I'm going to heat up the brass tubes and shove them in there and hopefully melt the brass tubes onto this before turning them. Then I don't need any epoxy or CA glue, because I read it doesn't really stick to this plastic very well. Okay, I know it doesn't stick to 3D printed plastic at all, so we'll see for that. So anyway, hopefully looks good.